Hey, what's up, guys? It's time for another video for the guide series today. So I did a frontier guide, I did a challenge conquest guide, I did a campaign guide, I did a general's guide, I did a general skills guide. Today we're gonna do the Warzone guide. The Warzone is an interesting mode to gain ribbons quickly and to gain special medals. However, the problem about the Warzone is there are some questions to answer. So, what generals to use when? What's the tactic? Why didn't I reach 100%? And so on. So, today we're gonna look at it a little bit and yeah, just see what the points are. So, alright. So, the first and most important thing is do not use your best generals in the beginning because the end missions, wait, I'm gonna mark them. The end missions are mostly the hard ones. So the others can be hard, but the main score and the main hard things are, got from this thing. So for this reason, you should keep your best generals here, like this, while you use your other generals on the other things. So for example, if we look into this armor thing, okay? So that's the first Warzone, by the way. So you have 8 rounds to achieve the maximum elimination rate you can possibly. So you could now deploy Guderian here. But in the end, you're going to see that you're going to need the Guderian. For this reason, it's much more effective to deploy here the Rommel and the Bastico. That's the idea. So if you deploy this two, you can achieve a notable score, but you can still use the potential of your Guderian to use it in the final stage. So use the first tip again, use the best generals in the end. Don't use them in the beginning. First. Second, so now you might ask yourself, okay, I completed it very decent. Why didn't I reach 100% in the destruction rate? So the idea here is you have to take down all the units. And with all the units, they mean also this fortress, for example, they're going to spawn units. And if you do not take all the units down that hypothetically could be spawned by these fortresses, it isn't 100% destruction rate. Also, if you do not take down the mines by infantry or other unit, this isn't counted as the full destruction rate. And finally, and this is the probably most important thing, so if you take a city, from city there can also spawn units. So before you take a city, wait some turns, or before you take down the fortress, wait some turns until all the units spawn, and then the possibility to reach 100% win rate is much higher. That's the idea. So first, use your best generals in the end, and second, to use to reach a 100% win rate, it's much more effective to take the cities or fortresses down later. And if you cannot take them all down, it's okay, because 95% win rate is still decent. And third and very important thing, use the terrain to your advantage. So for example, if I put my Rommel here to fight Whitman, this is, kind of stupid. But if I put it here, it's minus 10% attack rate. So you see, this is much better. And of course, so you later, this is another point. So for example, this is bad. Oh, let's take this. So for example, here, you have a bunch of money remaining. With this money, you can, for example, buy units like the Combat Medic or the Hawkeye Force or so on. You can buy the units. And of course, you can also use Air Force. So in the end, especially if you have money left, it would be a waste if you don't use it for a reason. For example, to use Air Force, because Air Force can be the deciding factor sometimes. And yes, that's a deciding point. So use your remaining money for Air Force or units or whatever. So that are basically the 3 main points of Warzone. So of course, just think about your generals first before you use all of them. That's the idea. So do not, just randomly deploy them, and then in the end you're like, oh, damn. And you can really get some nice rewards. For example, for the first Warzone, you can already get, okay, this is trash, but for example, you can already get this very nice honor medal and the very nice sun medal first. Then, and for each time completed, you get a random number of Warzones, ribbons. And here are really some decent. For example, this Panzer Honor ribbon is really strong. So for upgrading ribbons, you can farm them. This is really decent. So again, Warzone, why should I do it? Because of ribbons and medals. So medals, not medals. Second, now the tips. First, use your nice generals in the end. Third, use your remaining money to use it for Air Force or units. 4. If you want to reach 100%, try to not take the cities directly or take down the fortresses directly, because then the probability to get 100% is lower. You also have to take down the mines. And finally, if you have not that much nice generals, just use the terrain to your advantage. That are the main points. I hope this guide helped you a little bit, bro, guys. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like. Of course, subscribe to my channel, because else starting is gonna kill you. You know this. And yes, all the remaining things, write in the comments, check out the community, and so on. Press the bell button, of course, if you don't want to miss the next guide episode. And see you next time.